Today for our daily sketch, I am going to create a cute drawing of a penguin. What we're gonna do is that we're gonna start by making a line of symmetry. I'm switching pencils. Line of symmetry. Remember to get your hand comfy in there and then drag your entire hand to make these line of symmetry. Then I'm gonna come across and do a soft one this way, and this is how we're gonna start our drawing. We are going to make a cute penguin, and it's gonna start right here, and I'm gonna end it right here. The very first shape you're gonna need for your penguin is gonna be an oval, and the oval, to make it cuter, it has to be almost like an egg. Open wider here, and I'm gonna, now by looking at this section, I have a better idea of how to do this other section. And I'm going very softly, trying to match my own, and then clean as I go. Start with a shape. The next thing I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna make a heart. So I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna make the shape of a heart. And again, go slowly. Bring it in slowly, and then see if you were happy with it. I'm happy with it. So that's the beginning of my penguin. Then I'm gonna use these, and I'm gonna make another tiny heart, and it's like a bird. You start like a bird, or like a letter M. Look at that, 2 arches, and then figure out where you're gonna stop, and then connect it. Alright, that's our beak. It's kind of big. I'm gonna make my eyeballs. One here, and one here. And I go nice and slow. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Alright. And then down here, I'm gonna make 2 hearts. It's like, what? Watch this. I'm gonna make a little dot, and I'm gonna make an X. And then I'm gonna make a heart out of that. And that's my penguin's bow tie. If you're doing a girl penguin, instead of doing the tie here, you can do it on the top of the head. It's up to you. And then I'm gonna make some cute little feet. Arch. Still trying to decide how I'm gonna do the feet. Just cute. Simple. Okay, erase this part. I'm just gonna let them be simple like this. Simple. I think this beak is too big. That's a little better. Tiny beak. All these parts. The bow could actually be bigger. I'm gonna make it double bow. I can make it bigger. And then we can make some little wings. Look at this guy. So decide how far to go. Where do you start? Where do you end? How do you curve? That's gonna be a little penguin. Okay. I'm just having fun with this thing. I'm just making it up as I go. Here's my little penguin. I'm going to erase some of these lines and see, so I can see what I can see. If I like it, if I don't like it, if I want to change it a little bit. Trying to have both eyes about the same size. Kind of adorable. I'm going to use this line of symmetry and just let it be a line of horizontal line. And then I'm going to make some snowflakes, just a couple of them. And they're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And what I'm gonna do is that inside the snowflake, I'm gonna make hearts. And on the outside of my snowflake, tiny heart. Check this out. I'm just using my imagination. I'm just thinking this is how I want snowflakes to be. Don't be afraid to just go ahead and make some snowflakes up. It's up to you. These are my Valentine snowflakes. And I'm gonna keep them all the same. But you can go ahead and make whatever you want. Invent something new. These are heart flakes. Ah, we just made a word. See, here's your little V, and then your little number 3, W, whatever you want, little bumpiness. Da, 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 da. Let's see how I like this. Now I'm gonna erase this part, erase this part. Oh, he's cute. And that's my snowflakes. I'm going to use a skinnier pencil and I can do smaller ones. Ta-da! One more down here. That's a small one. You got to keep always balancing your picture. And also try not to have too many things that compete with the main object. I like all of that, but I might just do a couple of tiny flurries to fill in the space. Smaller detail. See them? And I'm just practicing, I'm just poking about. It's my sketchbook. You can do whatever you want in your sketchbook. That's what I'm doing, whatever I want. Alrighty, so this much, and then, oh boy, now I want to do the eyes a little bit better. I'm gonna leave a little highlight, oh dear. And I'm gonna fill in the eyeball. I'm trying to make the eyeballs kind of adorable. And then right here. Little dot. And that makes the adorable eyeballs. Check it out. And don't be afraid to practice. So that's my little penguin. And now that I'm sure that this is what I want it to be, these shoes are a little bit, one's a little bit bigger than the other. Let's see. I'm gonna try to fix it. You can go ahead and clean your special lines, like your line of symmetry, any ghost lines that you see in between from before, and then go back and outline everything. If you're happy with your penguin, I am happy with my penguin. So at this point, I can leave it like this, or I can go back and make it a little darker. I'm gonna make it a little darker. Okay. Since I'm sure now that this is what I want, I can go back and make this heavy. To help you to have a steady hand, remember, just drag your hand, just anchor it steady and then drag it. It's easier to pull the lines towards you than it is to push. So also remember that when you're going over your lines, to pull, not to push. This is good practice for everyone. And I try to make him a little bit more voluptuous, which means a little bit fatter, because it's gonna look cuter if it's a little bit wider on the bottom. So that's gonna be really cute. So the way you do it is that you go back here and you grab this line and you come back and make it. You see, this is the first line. I went over here and then I turned my paper, and again, working with gravity, I erased this line and I went back and I went way over here. So I just kind of brought it in, and then here I want to keep the roundness of my object and the flow, and for it to flow, I'm holding the pencil back and I am curving with gravity. And the more you practice, the more you're going to understand what does that mean. It's like you're working with the natural movement of your hand. You're not forcing anything, okay? Even right here, as I'm looking, I want to make this a bit rounder. So I'm going to go right here. And I'm rounding it off more by going on the inside and then turning my book again. And I'm also going here on the inside. And I keep looking at it. I put it back to the original position, which is straight like this. And then I decide if it needs any more work. I think that's a little cuter. It needs to be almost like an egg shape, like a little narrower here, and then it opens up and then it comes in, and then we have these. So this is my boy penguin. If you want to do a girl, you can take this bow and instead of having it here, have it on the head and that would make it into a girl. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna start with the black, and I'm gonna do what I know is easy right here. Just do the penguin right here. And I want you to notice that when I'm using these color pencils, I am using the side of the tip. The side of the tip. And then I'm gonna use a paper or an envelope to help me not touch anything. And I'm gonna go with the side of the tip. You can go so fast. And then apply pressure, not too heavy, because then your arm is gonna get tired. And you're gonna hug the edge, and then I'm pressing at a 45-degree angle. If that makes sense to you, it's not completely flat. And I'm working my way here, doing this section first, okay? And then I'm on the inside of the line. That's the line, and I'm on the inside of that line. Watch this. So as I'm on the inside of this line, I'm pressing heavier. And I want this little penguin to feel like he's really round and plump and cute. So I'm gonna press that edge. I'm pressing pretty heavy, okay? And I'm pulling towards me as I'm pressing, which means I'm going to have to turn my sketchbook. And that's how I normally would do my coloring, is that I'm gonna be flipping this around. Right here, I kind of want to round these to make it cuter. Rounder is cuter. And then as I'm coming in, I'm leaving a little bit of space, a little bit of white space. Watch this. And I gotta control it pretty well. Just a hint of white space right there. You see it? I rounded it. Here, and I left a little hint of white. On this side, I'm going to do the same thing. Watch, I'm going to round it, round it, round it, round it, and then I'm going to go here up to this edge, and I'm going to leave that hint of white right there. Then come back up. Okay, there we go. Whoa, something like that, and that helps me to see. For now, I'm gonna leave it like that, and then I'm gonna take another look and say, hey, let me see how's my penguin looking these days. Okay, have a sharpener nearby and sharpen as you go. You should have a separate sharpener for color pencils than the one for regular pencil, because color pencils are waxy and they dull out your blade, in case you didn't know. Nobody told me that. I had to learn it on my own. Okay, I'm going around the eye to make it a bit darker. You can see what it does. I'm just using the color pencil for these. I did the shading with the drawing pencil, and now I'm going back in here and adding a little bit of these, and then I'm softening it up a little bit inside here. Okay, you see that? Okay, that should be cute. Alrighty, then I am going to use yellow. Oh, hold on. Maybe orange. Orange for his little beak. Okay, we're gonna do orange beak. Again, heavy on the edges. And if you feel like you don't like it so much, it's like, too much gray, go like this. I'm gonna go like this, watch. I feel like it's too much gray, like it makes it feel dirty. This is what I would do. I don't know if this is what you would do, but this is what I would do. I erased the gray, you saw it? Now I'm gonna go back. I still have the ghost lines here. And now I can make this a little cleaner looking. Okay. Now I did all these things back here. I call these my heart flakes. And I am going to make a little blue mark. And I'm gonna hold my pencil way back and I'm gonna use this side of the tip. Remember, that's how we're doing this, with the side. And then I'm just gonna do a little bit of ice, baby. Down here. Make some marks. Start here, go out. And on this side, same thing. And I'm just messing with my color pencils, just seeing what happens. My little rendition of a penguin. Then I am going to color some of my heart flakes, and these are easy. You decide what colors you want, but use your Valentine's color. Maybe light blue might work. It's a mashup of a heart and a snowflake, so it's a heart flake. feel a little rounder. Just on the outer side again. This time I'm going a little bit straighter. Not so flat on the side, but a little bit straighter, but not fully straight on. Maybe here I'm gonna go a little straighter. Yeah, here I'm going straight. And then here. Now I'm on the edge and I'm blending a little bit. And blending a little bit. I'm trying to create the illusion of roundness. And that happens with a little shading. And that's kind of like what I'm doing right now. A little bit of shading, sort of, kind of. See it? So it's slightly darker right here. So anything tucked in or tucked under is gonna be darker. There we go. And there you have it.